When was the last time you had a truly original idea? I had a question in my mind for a while. Do you know any artist who has never stolen an idea in the name of inspiration? Because, if we are being honest, nothing is original. Every great idea comes from something before it. So, if originality is a myth, where do great ideas actually come from? Well, before that, my exams are about to end. So I thought, let's clean my room. And while doing that, I realized creativity works a lot like this room. It's messy, full of things I picked up over the time, and every now and then it needs some rearranging. As I cleaned this space, I started questioning, what does originality really mean? In a world full of inspiration, how do you make something new when every idea has already been done? This book changed the way I think about creativity. This book, Steal Like an Artist from Austin. This book, it doesn't just tell us be creative. It tells you how by breaking rules, stealing ideas the right way, and remixing them into something new. Every great artist has a secret. Before they created something new, they were collectors first. They took ideas, studied them, reshaped them, and then made their own. Inspiration isn't about finding something no one has ever done. It's about learning how to remix what's already out there. But not all stealing is equal. We are not talking about plagiarism. Plagiarism is passing off someone else's work as your own. Copying, when done right, is about reverse engineering, like a mechanic taking apart a car to understand how it works. First figure out who to copy, then figure out what to copy. That's how creativity works. Collect books even if you don't plan on reading them right away. Nothing is more important than an unread library. Ideas sit there waiting for the right time to inspire you. The best way to learn? Study the work of those you admire. Take notes, borrow techniques, absorb their influence. But that's the key. Don't just copy their work, copy their thinking. Understand how they got there and then apply it in your own way. You must be thinking, God, what is this guy even yapping about? If you sit around waiting to find your style, you will never create anything. Style isn't about something you search for, it's something you stumble upon while doing the work. Your favorite artists, movies, and books. They exist because someone once felt something was missing. Creativity isn't about following trends, it's about filling the gaps only you can see. Now, that will lead you to W's and GT's. So, if there's something you wish existed, why not be the one to make it real, even if it's a new skibidi movie? Screens are great, but sometimes ideas flow better when you go offline. Try writing, sketching, cutting, collaging, physically creating something. The work that truly defines you isn't always the work that pays the bills. It's the weird little projects, the stuff you do just for fun, small things that make you curious. Some of the greatest artists, writers, and musicians didn't find their voice in their real work. They found it in the side projects that once seemed meaningless. So, what's the one project you have been setting aside? The thing you're telling yourself isn't important enough? Maybe that's exactly what you should be working on. So, what's the one project you have been setting aside? The one thing you keep telling yourself isn't important enough. Maybe that's exactly what you should be working on. Creativity isn't about waiting for inspiration to strike. It's not about being completely original because no one is. It's about collecting, remixing, and transforming ideas until they become something that feels like yours. So, let me ask you this. What's the one thing you have been putting off? The project, the idea, story in your head? What if you just started it today?